here. All right. Good golly, that's bright. What is going on there? Why is that so bright? You'd think I'd had this planned out in advance. I think it's using the wrong camera. Is that what it's doing? No, it's using the right camera. Anyway, hi. It's me. Guess what? What's new with me? Let me switch this before I do that. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but I renamed myself over the weekend. Ta-da! Congratulations to me. I am now known as the Viral Traffic Guy. Yes, and in fact, Viral Traffic Guy is actually my registered domain. A registered domain. Yeah, it's true. So I've been getting advice from a lot of people recently, and you know how that goes. The advice that I need to be a little bit more generic and not just be the contest guy. Because realistically, the tools that I use are a lot more global than just being contest tools. And in fact, there's something, I'm hearing a strange audio. You guys hear me, right? You all hear me? I don't know what's going on. Is there an echo or something? I'm hearing kind of an echo. My headphones are on. I heard the music. Am I still here? That looks like I'm still here. That's so weird. I think I get one thing fixed and then the other breaks. Hello? It's like I hear an echo. Anyway, how are y'all? There is something happening here, and I don't know quite what it is. But anyway, how are y'all? There's quite a few of you here today. I'm quite impressed. For those of you who don't know me, I go by Planet Mitch because I've been Planet Mitch for a long time. I started Planet Mitch in 2000 and... Hi, Ian. I know there's something weird with my sound system. I'm just hoping everything's okay. Anyway, so I started in 2008, I think, with Planet Mitch. It was a long time ago in a land far, far away. And so I continue to stick with it because people know me by that name. Valeri's here. Hi. I'm scrolling through Facebook. I saw something on my timeline just a little while ago, and I wanted to highlight it, but I don't see it now. I bet it's because it's on his page. That's where it is. Latest posts. Anyway, I bet it's on this page. And no, it's not. All right. Oh, there it is. So I wanted to show this to you because I think it's very important. Now this is Ian, thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. This is digital marketing mentorship with Dave Gambrill. And this post Dave is a great guy. I like Dave a lot. He does a lot of really cool stuff. He really helps people with their digital marketing, and I think you ought to follow him. You should join this group. I get a lot of value out of this group if you do any digital marketing. And so it's called Digital Marketing Mentorship with Dave Gambro. This specific post, however, talks about somebody in his timeline that had their Facebook account disabled. And the whole point of this post is that you ought to freaking be building your email list. Please be building your email list. Yes, you can build your Facebook account. You can build your Facebook page. You can get all kinds of attention on your Facebook list, your group, your Facebook, everything. But hi, Louise. But if you are not building your email list, you're going to potentially get into this scenario like this person where their Facebook account was disabled and they have lost frickin' just about everything. Don't let this be you. Please, 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 please be building your email list. Louise, by the way, she and I are in an email an email membership taught by Christina Etheridge, learning how to do much better job of getting our emails opened and read, which obviously is a topic that many people they're very interested in because, oh, email's dead. I keep hearing email's dead. I know I can hear, I hear this really weird echo. Maybe I won't hear it now. Because the output, no, I still hear it. Why is it doing that? Anyway, please, 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 please build your email list. Now, so the first announcement, so to speak, for me today was that I have nicknamed myself the Viral Traffic Guy. The second thing is that as of today, I am launching a challenge, a 5-day challenge that is going to occur starting next Monday at this time, which is a free challenge. And the link is in the description. It's an UpViral link right now. I love Louise said, yes, build email, preach it. It's what I'm trying to do, especially with the viral traffic. The goal of my viral traffic is to get people onto my email list. And then I can communicate with them and know email is not dead. And yes, you can get amazing open rates. My friend Christina is teaching us to have great open rates. It's just a matter of practice and learning how to do it right. So Louise says, love the new nickname, can't wait to see the challenge. Well, the challenge is in the link. There's an UpViral link. There are several links up in the description. Did I just say the challenge is in the UpViral link? The challenge link is in the description of this post, and it will be renamed. Hi, Kelly Morris. So good to see you here. Thank you for commenting. The challenge is going to look like, I forgot which window I opened it in. This. I am still struggling a little bit with the landing page, which is a whole nother topic. But if you go to the link in the description, you can get to the challenge. I am a little challenged because I still have this button, and I think it's gotten a little bit hidden because I want to put it down at the bottom as well, but I haven't managed to make that happen yet. So, long story short, I've still got a few struggles to work on. As most people do when they launch something the first time. It's never perfect, right? But the key, and Louise and many people will tell you, is to freaking get it launched, to do it, to put it out there. So if you go to the link, it's actually I'll show you the link is actually going to be challenge dot if I can type challenge dot viral traffic traffic guy.com is the real URL that I'm going to be using, and that works. It takes you to the. In my case, I've already registered on this particular browser, so it gave me the page that describes what's going on. And here's another challenge that I discovered just a few minutes ago, that this was working fine before, but for some reason now there's this problem here. And on the smartphone, it doesn't even show this image. So I got a little bit of work to do to make that totally perfect. But there will be prizes, and there will be two contests going on. There will be a contest, because I do contests. That's what I do. There will be a contest this week for the pre-challenge, and there will be a contest during the challenge, so there'll be prizes for both, and you can see that in this list right here. So I've added some things like a bit of gamification to this campaign, and I'm going to be teaching people how to make a challenge go viral. Louise is all signed up, she says. Let's see. I'm going to hit refresh. And note, there's confetti! And if I scroll down to the leaderboard, why is Louise not listed? Maybe I have to do a hard refresh. Well, let's see if we can figure that out later. Not do it live on the air. Susan is here. Hi, Susan. So good to see you. Susan's one of my favorite people. All y'all are my favorite people. I don't know why that wasn't showing up. Anyway, so that's the two big announcements for me today. How do I sign up? Well, there should be, Susan, there should be a link in the description. I'm going to go out of sharing mode so that I can embarrassingly go to the Facebook. The Facebook. Did you know that Facebook used to be called The Facebook? So if I go to Facebook, Planet Mitch, and I scroll down, there is a live. That is the right link. In the challenge. See, I did it again. In the description, there is a link. I'll show you. If I go back, and if I switch the screen, there is this link right here that says upvir.al and then some numbers and then track equals FB Live. And so that link should get you there. And it did get Louise there, and it got me there. And so I did end up on the right sign-up page. That still has some problems with it, but that is the right sign-up page. I just don't know why Louise... I'm laughing. Susan and Louise and I were all in a group together. The email... what does she call it? The E-Club, the email club. Susan and Louise and I are all in the same group, so there's a little conversation going on. And just so you know, Susan, the link that you saw in the Facebook post, because I decided to become the viral traffic guy over the weekend, this link doesn't yet have the right URL. It will be challenge.viraltrafficguy.com. It's just I have to wait 24 hours for it to fully roll out. So I used the really crummy a viral link. So, and I'm not going to teach you during the challenge the tool. That's going to come in the next segment when you sign up and buy my training course, which is, we're going to do all of these challenges in order for you to serve more people in your business. And so that's the goal. I want to help you serve more people in your business. And obviously, in order to do that, we have to have a little bit of income. So there will be a course that will teach you all of the fine details. In the challenge, we're going to address specifically how to get traffic in the front end. We're not going to do all of the stuff. Susan, well, the challenge starts on my birthday. It's going to be a birthday present to yourself. Well, it's free, so that makes it really easy, doesn't it? But for those of you who do sign up, there will be emails coming to you, and there will be things for you to do during the pre-challenge. Also, for those of you who are my friends, which is everybody on the planet, if you see something that's not working properly, or if you see something that really floats your boat, if you see something that you would like to share with somebody else, please go ahead and share it. Now, inside that email that Louise says she got, because she says I even got the video and email to confirm, thank you. Inside there is your unique link, and if you share that with other people, then you will earn additional chances to win the fun stuff that we're going to do as contest prizes. This is part of what I'm going to teach you how to do, is to take your challenge, if you're going to do a challenge. Louise also said earlier, where was it? I thought Louise said something. Oh, she said perfect timing because I still have to create my challenge. Now, just so you know, I am not going to teach how to build a challenge. What I'm going to teach you, because there are gobs and gobs of people out there teaching how to run a challenge, what I'm going to teach you is how to take it to the next step. How you can get people to invite other people. So pay attention to what I'm doing, because it's kind of what I'm going to be teaching during the challenge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you all who sign up to bring people to the challenge. That's part of the first step. Part of the second step is to build engagement and excitement by doing a contest. Then I'm going to show you how to do more engagement and to do some tracking of what people are doing inside your challenge so that they feel better about themselves, that they accomplish the thing that you want them to accomplish. And all of that gets wrapped up into more leads, more sales, more engagement, more fun for you, which is what we all want, because what we want is to serve more people. Get them on your email list and serve them down the road, right? The struggles that people tell me they have in challenges is I get people to sign up, but I can't get them to invite others. I can't get them to participate. I can't get them to enjoy it, and I can't get them to finish. And if I can't get them to finish, then they don't get the transformation. And if I don't get the transformation, then they're not going to buy my additional training or whatever it is you have to offer on the back end. These are the struggles that people have, and we're going to solve. I'm going to show you how to fix them. I don't know if it'll be a total perfect solution for everybody, but I will show you how to address those issues and how to make significant gains on the back end. My friend Melanie just did a challenge. And her goal was to get 50 leads, and she got 137 leads. And we believe she had more engagement. Anyway, so you hopefully get the reason that we're going to do this, because I want you to help you grow your business. Ian has a really long question, which shows up behind my bug. Let's see. I'm adding to my engagement process of my offline audience by using Zoom calls. The goal is to add their email address and offer maximum live engagement via breakout sessions. I am doing my first one on Tuesday. I am planning on creating a survey on the call, which will help me decide what challenge to create. Any feedback on this? Those are all really great opportunities. I'm going to close my door because I hear my wife in the kitchen and I don't want you guys to hear any of those, horrible kitchen noises. All of those things are good things to do, especially the survey part. And in fact, one of the things that I'm going to be asking people in my challenge is to do a survey. Because the more data we have when we do a challenge or any kind of a campaign, the better off we're going to be able to tailor things and to make it very appealing to additional people the next time we do it. And congratulations, Ian, for getting started and getting it done. I keep feeling like I have to stand up taller so you can see me. A lot of people love breakout sessions, so that should be really awesome, especially in your Zoom call. I'm planning on creating a survey on the call. So that will get people to do potentially get them to do the process while on the call. But what about the people that don't sign up or don't show up on the call? Could you send the survey to people that only sign up and then don't show up? Because we all know that there's a good chunk of those people. Great question. Lots of good nuggets in that question. Number one, you're getting their email address. Number two, you're surveying them to get data. Number three, you're getting them to do the engagement by doing breakout sessions and to help each other. I'm not thinking there's anything wrong with your process or with your idea. I think that would be awesome. The key is you got to get them to show up, right? You got to get people to show up. And that's part of the reason why in the process that I'm going to be teaching, we do reward them. We dangle the carrot in front of people by offering contest prizes, right? In this process, the contest is not the thing. The result, the transformation, is the thing that we want people to have. But we want them to have more fun. We want to engage with people. The breakout sessions will be awesome for that, for you. Be aware, there are also people that don't like breakout sessions. I'm kind of one of them. I tend to sort of, there is a little bit of apprehension in going into something where you don't know people. So there will be some people that don't particularly like that, but there are a lot of people that really do. So, I don't know if I totally answered your question, Ian. But I think you've got lots of great bits going on there, and I would love to know more about how well you think that works for you when you do it. That's this Thursday. Anybody else have any questions? And I appreciate you signing up. There is a question. Ian says, many people don't understand how breakout sessions work yet. And I understand that. It's a great feature of Zoom. What I don't understand is why my comments don't show up in the same place. I would like to permanently have them show up here unless they're too tall. Uh-oh. Louise says, I think I signed up on the wrong link. Louise, let's chit-chat about that. Oh, I get it. I see what I said wrong. See, I was talking about, let me turn on my cursor thing. Where's my cursor thing? Why is it not there? I was talking about this link, and I forgot that there is this link. When I said the up viral link, you probably saw that one and signed up. And I forgot that was there. The challenge link is this one. I'm sorry, Louise, I messed that up. Let me erase that. I'm going to edit the post. Oh, I can't right now. Can I? If I do this, will it let me edit? Oh, uh-oh. Sneeze coming. Oh, sorry. I don't want to be editing this link, so never mind. I'll have to change that link later. I did not recognize that I was doing that. I'm sorry, Louise. I did mess you up. So on this, it's this middle link, the one that says upvrr.al, and that's the one that I'm going to be changing when the 24 hours roll out. It shouldn't impact you. I don't think it'll impact you. If it does, I'm sorry. And I apologize, Louise. If they are, Kelly's talking about the breakout rooms. If they are not a Zoom host, they wouldn't see how easy it is. I've never actually created the breakout rooms. So I agree that I have not. It sounds difficult, and if it's really easy, then that would make it really more desirable. I've always sort of made the assumption that it's randomly going to generate. You say I want 4 different breakout rooms, and do you see that? I said 4, and I hold up 5 fingers. Whew, that's not good. So yeah, if you just simply say how many breakout rooms in Zoom goes and shoves people into the different rooms, that ought to be fairly easy. But I do also understand what Ian said a minute ago, is that most people that are on the receiving end don't understand how it's going to work, and you have to explain that to them. Kelly just asked, I like your mouse thingy. What do you call it? Now, I am on a Mac. If you're not on a Mac, then all bets are off with this. And you probably can't see it. Let me switch to no frame. No, not that one. This one. So this is my desktop. And up here you see there is, and it's kind of small, it's called Pro Mouse. Pro space MOUSE. And it has functions like this mouse halo. So if I turn that off, you'll see there is no halo around my mouse. If I go turn that on, then there is. Now, it also has the functionality of zoom and spotlight, and you can draw. Now, if I hold down the control key or the option key, see, it does. This is the only thing I really use it for, Kelly, is that function of the halo, because I do a lot of live streaming and showing of my desktop. So what I did was I killed it, and now I'm going to launch it again. And when I launch it again for a short period of time, if I do the zoom or the spotlight, so theoretically, if this works right, see, now I am holding down the control key, and you can see I can draw. But this it will only work for a short period of time on my Mac until something happens, and then it quits doing it. And if I do the option key, I can do this highlight or this spotlight. And if I do the command key, then it erases the drawing that I did on the screen. It's really nice, but the only one that consistently works for me is the halo. unless I go in and I kill the app, I do quit, and then I reopen it, and then these other functions of zoom, spotlight, and drawing work. And I've talked to the developer, and it hasn't resolved itself, so I don't know if he knows how to fix it. But you can have fun drawing on your screen if you want, which is way off topic, but you did ask, Kelly. I think it's $3.99. I think it's relatively inexpensive, so that shouldn't be a deterrent getting you in there. But I love that, and you can change the color, right? So if you go into the preferences, if I do share screen, in the settings, you can change the color. So you could pick a different color for the halo and make it more obvious. I have been thinking I needed to change. But there you go. So, and you can there. I mean, there's other things you can change in there too. By the way, you can change how wide it is. If you want a smaller one, I tend to make it big because I want people to be able to see where my mouse is. You can also change that uh, thickness and how thick the circle is. Susan's live. Oh, I lost Susan. Susan and I have this conflict because she goes live, tells people at the bottom of the hour she's going live, and I go at the top of the hour, so I never get to see her live unless I cut this off short. um, so you can do all kinds of fun things, and you can set the zoom, and you can set the spotlight. I just wish it would work because in an hour or two it will stop working. I don't remember. I don't know what the trigger is to get it that it stops working for me. But I forget that these other functions work because the Halo is the only thing that will stick with me. Now, if I do put my computer to sleep, the Halo seems to go away because I don't know if you noticed it was not there when I started today, and I had to actually come up here and turn it on because it was not selected. Um, anyway, way down that rabbit hole. So I have all kinds of things. I love my Mac. I do all kinds of things with my Mac to do different kind of stuff. If you want another tip, um, isn't so that's weird. You can actually see my. I had it set wrong. All right. Um, there's another one that I love, absolutely love. I can't live without some of these things. If I show you my whole desktop, I'm working on a this by the way is the free thing, one of the free things I'm going to do for the challenge, and that's I'm setting up a Trello board. But one of the things that I use 50 million times a day, if I'm going to hit a keystroke on my Mac, which is Command Shift B, but down here at the bottom of the screen, I moved my mouse, is multiple clipboards. And so every time I copy with my mouse, with my keyboard, or however you do a copy, let's say, for example, I don't know, let's see, I could just select the word. How can I copy? If I right mouse click on this, can I do copy? What will that show me? Copy card. Oh, that's just going to do a function. If I just select that word and I do copy with my keyboard, and you will see if I do that keyboard shortcut, you'll see that that's now copied. Anyway, long story short, I have gobs and gobs and gobs of things that I collect, like colors and other stuff. Everything that I've copied is in my clipboard. And so I don't have to go back and look for stuff. And it also makes it easy if you are doing multiple things, like you want to copy this and you want to copy that and you want to copy this third thing, and then you're going to paste them multiple times somewhere. Might be kind of confusing to try to explain, but I kind of like this red color. um, Bye, Louise. I'm sorry if I missed you leaving. Oh, the clipboard app is called Paste, and it is also in the App Store. I believe it's $10. At least it used to be. If I go to the App Store and I do a search for Paste, Paste 2 is this is the one. Paste Clipboard Manager. If I go into it, I won't see the price because I've already paid for it. But I think it's $10. It was $10 last time I saw it. One of the most amazing tools. I use it 50 times a day. Louise says, I gotta go. Time to work on my weekly email. That's a joke about how she and I and Susan are in a email club. So, anyway, I could not live without Paste. And by the way, you can, if you turn on if you have an iPhone or an iPad. I'm about to sneeze again. If you use either one of those and a Mac, if you turn on, I've forgotten, there's a sharing option, and all of the stuff that's available in your, let me rephrase that because I haven't used it that way. I know the latest thing that I've copied on my phone is here in my Paste clipboards. And so I can copy something off of my phone and then come to my desktop and use it. And that's pretty freaking cool. And I don't know how that works, whether that's an iCloud function or what. But I use that all the time. I love my multiple clipboards. I got lots of tools. I do lots and lots of tools. I'm a keyboard shortcut kind of guy, and my Mac is flying with stuff. Anyway, so let me know if you have any questions about the challenge. Of course, if you're entering, good to have you on board. Looking forward to next week. That also means that next week I won't be doing this live. I will be doing the challenge live. So please make sure you sign up for that and participate, because there are going to be prizes and gifts and all kinds of cool stuff. And I am building that out this week. It will be freaking fun. And you're going to learn some stuff that you didn't know was possible. But I'll go back to the specifics of, if you've ever run a challenge, like a 5-day, a 3-day, doesn't matter how long. And this stuff also applies if you do a paid challenge. But if you've ever run a challenge, one of the first things they tell you is to shove a whole bunch of Facebook traffic in there. Therefore, the people that are coming on board is paid traffic. Now, wouldn't it be nice if you could get the people that signed up that maybe you paid for? If you get those people to invite just one other person, then you have doubled your traffic and you've reduced your ad cost by 50%. Who wouldn't want that? Now, even if you only get 10% additional people, not one for one, because one for one's a little hard. It is hard to get people to refer others. But if you watch what I'm doing, and I'm going to be totally transparent when we're running the challenge and even the pre-challenge, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm not going to hide anything from you. I'm not going to show you all the details of how every nook and cranny works, because that's what I'm going to offer you in the training class at the end. But if you watch what I'm doing, you'll get some ideas, you'll get some hints, and we will talk about them during the challenge. And then I will teach you, if you join me in the course that follows that, all of the fun details on how to make that happen and what the psychology is and why people aren't doing this or aren't doing that. We will cover all of that stuff in the paid course. Obviously, I need to help feed my family. All of that, by the way, leads to, if long run, if you think what I'm doing is helping you grow your business, down the road, being transparent, the funnel is get you into the free challenge. If you like what we did, buy the course. And if you like what you see in the course, join my mastermind, which is a monthly ongoing service where people take advantage of the one-on-one consulting and the group consulting, and they grow their business because they're physically doing their marketing instead of going, well, that class was fun. What I have learned in the last couple of years is that it's really easy to buy a course. It is really difficult. I think, I don't know what the actual numbers are, but it's the number of people that actually complete a course that they purchase, and I am raising my own hand, is freaking low. It's like 10 or 20% or something crazy low. So it's good to have the money, right? Don't get me wrong. I'd love to have you paying me a whole bunch of money. But what I want you to do in your business is to take action. And what the people that are inside my mastermind are doing is taking action. I'm holding them accountable, and we meet twice a week. And those who show up, which is also, typical problem, but those who show up are taking action. We last Friday helped a young lady figure out what she was doing wrong, because she did run a contest which did not work before she joined. And then we analyzed the contest. We figured out a few of the things that went wrong. And now what she's doing is moving towards a little bit of different marketing, where she's going to do a lead into a course, but she's going to do a 5-day challenge. At least I think that's what we decided. We were fluctuating on a couple of things on Friday. And so what we're doing is, and this is, if you imagine you're sitting in a college class, and the college professors always used to have office hours, right? So you sit in the course in the class and you raise your hand if you can. But there was always times where it was just easier to just go meet with the professor and say, look, this is what I don't understand. This is what I'm trying to do. Is there a way that I can do these things? And that's what I think is going to be the best opportunity for most people. Hold on, my cat wants to leave the room. Most people want to have a nice time. Implement what they've learned. And in order to do that, you have to have, let me rephrase that. I think it's better if you have somebody that can assist you whenever you have a question. And that's where I think the best help is coming from, is and it's a limited number, right? I don't want to have 500 people in my mastermind. I want to have a small group of people that are taking action to work with them on a regular basis to get them to grow their business. And that's where I think the value is, because I've been in so many courses lately, and I don't implement what I learned in the course. I might implement one or two pieces, but if I had access to the gal or guy that taught the course, I would be a lot more successful. And I see it happening in the people that are joining my mastermind. So anyway, there's my long pitch, because that's what the plan is. Run a free challenge, offer you a course, and then after the course, offer you a membership where you can get answers and actually have some success in what you're doing. Because I see all the time people talking about, well, there's going to be $300 billion in online courseware in the next 5 years or whatever. And I continue to think that if there were office hours, ongoing way to connect with somebody who knows the answers, and there's nothing wrong. Sorry, I had a hair or something here. There's nothing wrong with Facebook groups, as an example, that follow up after a course is over. But I still think that's the wrong solution for most people, because they end up forgetting that they're in a Facebook group. They forget that they can go ask the question. And also, when they ask a question, it may take 2 or 3 days of back and forth with somebody to totally understand it. Whereas the people that are in my mastermind, they show up on Tuesday or Friday, they get their question answered, and we go in depth until they understand how to implement that and to make a successful campaign. And then we analyze the results, which is the other thing nobody teaches. Nobody ever teaches you how to look at what's not working or what is working to be able to move forwards. It's all kind of just, here's the course, and yeah, you have lifetime access to it, and you can come back to it anytime. But there isn't somebody there afterwards to ask questions. There may be a Facebook group and you may get some support, but most of the time it isn't adequate for what you need. So anyway, long-winded. I go kind of long on things. Let me know if you have any questions. I see quite a few of you are still here, or have left and come back, or are new, because Facebook's now sharing this, or Twitter, or Twitch, or YouTube, or wherever you're coming from. So let me know if you have any questions. If you missed it earlier, what I'm launching is a new 5-day challenge that will teach you how to accelerate the challenge that you're running in your current business. So many people are running challenges, and it's like any other marketing. I continue to tell people that it's very much like every other piece of marketing. And what typically happens is that somebody will try something one time, and I'm raising my hand, see? That's me. They try something one time, and if it doesn't work the way they thought it was going to work, or if it doesn't seem to have all the oomph that the guru said it was going to have, then they give up and they move on to something else. Can you imagine if every baby on the planet tried to stand up once and failed? Or tried to walk and fell down and then gave up and didn't try again? We'd all be laying on the ground, we'd be worms, flip-flopping around instead of walking. You cannot just try something one time, and if you don't get the results you thought you were going to have, give up. Tom is here. Hi, Tom. Tom is one of my movers in my mastermind. Good to see you, Tom. Good morning. Terrific information. I almost read that as traffic information. Isn't that be funny? Because, I'm now the traffic guy. See in the corner over there it says viral traffic guy? I don't know. I just created that logo from one of those free places in about 3 minutes. I don't think that's going to be my long-term logo, but I just cranked it out. What I wanted to show you, let me see if I can go back to share my screen. If I go back to, here's the traffic guy thing. I'm now known as the viral traffic guy. I still haven't figured out what to do I have not totally just given up on giveawayrocket.com, but it's one of those transition things of what do I do now? How do I change everything on the planet from Giveaway Rocket? Because I don't think, I mean, I've known for the longest time Giveaway Rocket did not resonate with people. Because there are many ways, many different understandings of what giveaway is. And the rocket thing, I get that. That's me doing the planet thing because I love the planet stuff. But for those of you who missed it earlier, what is going on is I am launching this 5-day challenge for entrepreneurs, course creators, coaches, any of you kind of people that are entrepreneurial, to take your challenge and make it go viral. Now the question always is what do you mean by viral? Now I tend to think that most people would even be happy with a 10% increase in the number of leads in a campaign. I would like to say we could get more. I don't have total traffic numbers in terms of my experience because I have primarily been running contests. But in my 6 years and last 3 years keeping stats, for every one person I bring on the front end of a campaign, I'm bringing in 0.8 people on the back end that are totally free leads. So I'm close to 1-to-1 on my statistics, but I can't guarantee that that's going to be a result. Tom knows that getting people to refer other people is the hard part. But when you can make that happen, AJ is one of my movers, and in his first campaign in the Movers Mastermind, for every person he brought in the front end, he got 3.3 people on the back end. 3.3 people. Let me rephrase that so it's understandable. For every person that came in the front, they brought 3.3 people into AJ's campaign. And that's stunning. It doesn't happen all the time like that. Your mileage may vary, but it's freaking awesome to be able to see that happen. And in my 100+ campaigns, my average is 0.8. So for every person that came in on the front end, I got 0.8 additional people into the campaign. So if we brought in 1,000 people, I got 800 people that came in because of referrals and other stuff that I'm going to teach you a little bit of inside the challenge. And that red circle is supposed to go away if I don't move my mouse for 5 seconds. There it goes. Anyway, you're welcome to sign up if you're interested. You obviously don't have to participate. You can unsubscribe at any time. But I would love to see you in the challenge. The link is in the description. It is the first link at the top of the page. I'm sorry, in the description. It is this link right here. I was going to say it was the first link, but that's not true because the Restream link is there. But it's this one. You're welcome to join the challenge if you're interested. If you want to just poke your nose in and see what it looks like, you can go there. Do you see this track equals on the end? I am tracking to see where people come in. How many people come in from me going online and talking about it? How many people don't come in because they saw me talking about it and then went, that's not what I want. Which is perfectly okay. Not everybody has to sign up, right? What I would like to see is 100% signups, and I would like to see 100% participation. Everybody knows that's not going to happen. So, interesting stuff. I think it's interesting stuff. Let me know what you think. Did you sign up? I know several people did earlier. Do you want to sign up? Do you want to run away screaming? Huh. Look at that. I know you can't see that. I don't know why it's doing that. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? By the way, the Copilot show you see in the lower right-hand corner, see, I always point the wrong way. In the lower right-hand corner, as seen on the Copilot show. Tomorrow's Copilot show is going to be campaign review day or Q&A day, depending upon whether or not we have enough campaigns to review. Copilot show is sponsored by UpViral. I am their resident expert and love helping people get the answers to their questions, specifically about using the tool called UpViral to grow their business. Tom says, I will be there. Give me a campaign to review, Tom. Or ask a question, because I haven't even looked to see if there are any questions. There is, when you sign up, and the link again is in the description above, or below, or wherever it is on whatever tool you're using. There is a link where you can submit a question or submit a campaign to be reviewed. So I would always love to have stuff to answer, because it's kind of lonely if people don't ask questions or don't give me a campaign to review. Any questions from those of you who are still hanging out? I am here. I'm going to sign out. I've spewed about as much knowledge as I can for this moment. Don't forget that you need to be building your email list. If you're not building your email list as a business person, my belief is you're making a big mistake. Don't get caught by the shiny objects of saying Facebook is going to save you. It is not going to save you. Oh, and Tom says, I meant your challenge. That's okay too. Facebook is not going to save you. Twitter is not going to save you. Instagram is not going to save you and your business, because they will shut you down. If you haven't heard the story, I had an Amazon affiliate account 2014, 2015. I don't remember exactly what year. I had $5,000 in that account because a new camera had been announced and I was promoting it heavily. I had $5,000 in affiliate income sitting in that account. Amazon said, you did something wrong. We're closing your account. They took the $5,000 that they had told me I would earn and they kept it for themselves, because they said I did something wrong. Didn't tell me what I did wrong. They simply said, you broke the terms and conditions. You should have read that. Now I had read that. I still don't know to this day what I did wrong. But they took my $5,000 and ran with it. And I still pay them. I'm Amazon Prime, because it's so convenient. I still angry at them for that. My point being, you cannot trust these people. They don't care. They have billions of clients. They don't care about you. They can take your thing away anytime they want to. Because especially the rules are vague. And in their rules, they say, we will take your account away if you break the terms and conditions. One of the terms and conditions, for example, is like, don't promote spam, or something really vague. I don't know that I have that phrased correctly, but they can bounce your butkus for doing something they think is wrong. Kelly says, grr. I agree. I mean, I was so mad for so many days. And I wrote email after email, and I tried to connect with them online and try to find customer support. And I went days. Finally gave up and I created a new account and kept doing the same thing I was doing before. And they continue to pay me small little amounts of money. But I had the $5,000 and they were like, oh, that's a red flag. You must be doing something wrong. It was just a single camera that was announced that was hot at the time. Ian says, Bezos. You know, we could go on a political rant for hours about that. My point being that if you build your own email list, that is the only asset that you have that can't be taken away from you by somebody else. You could even have your, if you're, let's say you're on MailChimp could shut your MailChimp account down. But those emails are still yours, assuming you download them on a regular basis. If you back up your email list, they are yours. Lenny says your money should still be there. There's nobody to fight, Lenny, is the problem. There is nobody that you can go fight. They will tell you over and over that you broke the rules. They are under no obligation. Their terms and conditions that you agreed to says that they don't have to tell you what you did wrong. I could take them to court. I could do all kinds of stuff. But most of the time you cannot win. What did I do to get that many sales? I was running a photography website at the time. Canon announced a new camera that was a hot topic at the time. And people were buying the camera through my affiliate link. It was a $3,000 camera, and I got $150, $200 every time somebody bought one. I don't remember exactly how many cameras I sold, but it was over $5,000 in commission in my account, and poof, it was gone. Thanks, sir. I mean, I brought it up. Yeah, the problem is there is nobody to fight. There's nobody that will answer your questions. If I recall correctly, I did get one reply back from customer support that said, you broke the terms and conditions. We shut your account down because of that. Didn't tell me why. Specific reason. And I emailed them multiple times. I tried to find a customer chat account line, whatever. And it was gone. They don't care. Ian says WordPress is open. So it pretty much opened to everyone. Yes, WordPress is an open... It's open source, isn't it? I mean, anybody can work together to deliver WordPress. I do know many people like to support that with code. But I did not shut the site down because of that. I did have other affiliate accounts that I was using. Primarily, I was using Adorama and a couple of other ones. I tried, Lenny. I tried all the things. This was back in 2014. My point being, build your own email list and serve your people from your own website. And yes, WordPress, Ian says, is open source. Do not be a slave to the Facebook master. Do not be a slave to the Amazon master. Use them, but don't put all your chickens in those baskets. I started out earlier, Lenny, showing people a Facebook person that had lost their account because Facebook said they did something wrong. Kelly, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. She's leaving. I know, I tend to go on and on. Lenny, thank you for asking. You know I love you. Lenny also, by the way, is one of my movers. For those of you I was talking about the movers mastermind earlier, Lenny is in that. Always loved talking to Lenny. And so, if anybody else has any questions, let me know quickly. Otherwise, I am going to move to fixing some of the bugs with the challenge. The ultimate link is going to be challenge.viraltrafficguy.com. I'm still not totally, it's not ingrained in my head yet that I now have, because I just bought the site yesterday morning, about 24 hours ago. Viraltrafficguy.com. Viraltrafficguy.com. Challenge.viraltrafficguy.com will be the link as soon as the SSL rolls out everywhere. Ian asks, are you using Kajabi? They can also shut down your account. No, I am not using Kajabi. Don't want to use Kajabi. Don't like Kajabi, personally. If I were going to do something like that, I would use Kartra. I tend to be happier with Kartra than Kajabi. I won't use ClickFunnels. I paid ClickFunnels for multiple years. Ended up not using it very much. What I am going to use, Ian, is you could get me going down a really long rabbit hole here. I'm using Searchy. I will be using Searchy in the viral traffic challenge. The make your challenge go viral challenge. It's fun, isn't it? I will be using Searchy for that. The content, if I do videos, will be in what's called a Searchy hub, which is similar to what Kajabi does and what Kartra does in terms of having content, but it is searchable. None of those tools really use stuff like Searchy, and we could get into that if you wanted to. Wasn't intending to go down that path. I still need to clean up these shelves. I spent so much time working on the lights that I just dumped stuff over here, and it's still there, and I need to cover that up. Or clean it up. Maybe it would be a better option. But I will be using Searchy to load my content. And so what do I mean by that? Because I know Ian's out there just trying to figure out what I mean. So if I go to, let me show you here in a second. I'm going to open a new window and I'm going to go to here. And so this, and the colors are still off. I have not tweaked the colors, but this is a Searchy hub, and this is my course for UpViral that I am now giving away. And you have to go somewhere to sign up to get it, but I just wanted to demo Searchy. It kind of looks like a Kartra site or a Kajabi site. The key to this, however, is there's a search engine. And so let's say, for example, there is this video on points, or this video on sweepstakes, or I don't know, I'm going to find something new. Let's do, I'm going to do edit. Say I'm going to do edit, editor, editor. So up here I'm searching for the word editor. And I'm going to hit the go button, and it says no videos with matching titles, and I know that color is really hard to see, which is why I need to change it. 5 keywords found across 3 videos. So if I come into, I'm just going to pick this one. I don't know exactly where it's going to take me. But notice that what Searchy does is it takes you exactly to the time in the text where that word was said. And so if I did play, then there is an email title. You click on that to go into the editor. You can put, so there you go. Obviously, if I make this disappear, I'm on pause. All kinds of good stuff in. I think they're, the transparency is a little dark. But anyway, so this is a tool that gives you complete search access to all the content in the videos that are inside the hub. And so what I will be doing from this point forwards is creating searchy hubs for all of my content because they are freaking awesome and freaking cool, searchable. And you get a transcript for all of these things. Then there is an email title. I'm going to put pause because I could go down here if I have it set up. I don't currently have it set up, but there could be a download feature for the transcript. There could be a download of the video if you want to. You can turn captions on, for example. So if I turn captions on, you click on that to go into, and I'll make this go away and do play. The editor. You can put all kinds of good stuff in here when you're ready. So no other tool that I'm aware of has these kind of features. Kajabi, Kartra, ClickFunnels, memberships, none of the tools have this kind of feature set. And for the ability of people that maybe take your course and then have a question and say, well, I know Mitch talked about points, or Mitch talked about using the editor, or Mitch talked about blah, blah, blah keywords, I can come in and search the entire course and get right to the instant in the video where something was said. And let that sink in for a little bit. Marinate on that. Think about the capabilities of that. Imagine, somebody asked me the other day about their church. Could you do that with your church's content, whether it be a sermon or a service or a group meeting that maybe they videotape? We're still using the phrase videotape. Maybe I have searchy hubs set up for my clients, so I record every video with every Zoom meeting with a particular client, and that client now has complete access to every meeting we've ever done, and it's all completely text searchable. They may never use it, but if they have the need to come back and look at, hey Mitch, I know we were talking about doing XYZ, they can come back and search and see that exact second in the meeting that we had. And it's not something that's ever been done before. I've talked about this before. Up in that cabinet, right there, is all of my family's home videos. Nobody pulls those suckers out. And we often say, hey, do you remember that time that we went to Yosemite and we were at the waterfall, blah, blah, blah? Imagine if we had total random access to that video and we could go into something like Searchy and say, search for Yosemite. Because then, right now, unless somebody's done a really good job of indexing that, I don't know which tape that's on. I don't remember the date that was on. I don't remember any of that stuff. And the problem is that nobody today goes in and looks for those things because they know in their head it's impossible to do. So they go, I couldn't possibly do that, so why bother even thinking about doing something like that? People don't, because it's not something they've ever been able to do before. Anyway, what do you think? And if you want to know more about Searchy, or Searchy Hubs. I also have websites for that. But imagine, Ian, 2 days from now or a week from now. By the way, Searchy does automatic ingest. So this video from Facebook will be in my Searchy account within 2 hours. And Ian could come in tomorrow if he had access to my hub that has my free stuff, and it is available on my website. And you could come in tomorrow and search for Ian. It would show you the exact time of right now and the first time I said your name earlier in the chat, and you would have direct access to all of that stuff. Nobody does that. That's Searchy. And if you want to know more about that, let me know. The Hubs feature that I was just showing you is available for Searchy owners right now for free. But as of January 1st, that feature is going to cost extra. And they have not discussed how much that's going to be. But if you're in as a user now, you're grandfathered and you get that access for that for free. And you can create unlimited hubs, and you can build them for clients and charge them for it. All right now at no additional cost. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. It's been a pleasure talking to all y'all. Let me know if you have any questions or any concerns or want to know more about this or that. Let's say, what was her name? Kelly came back in 2 days from now and says, Mitch, what was the name of that tool you were showing me that has the little pointer thing? She can get right to it. All she has to do is go into my free search tool for all of my Facebook Lives and search for pointer thing or whatever. And she will get right to the point of the video where we talked about that. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Nobody's popped in with any comments or questions in the last 30 seconds. So I am going to wrap this up. I appreciate all of y'all. See you tomorrow on the Copilot Show. I will be on several times this week talking about the challenge. Obviously, I want to get more people into that. It's good to see you. I will be here on Wednesday at the same time, top of the hour. And I will answer anybody's questions. Just let me know what you need. Let's go. I haven't done any cool sounds today. I keep forgetting that I have all these great sounds.
Mitch, this is not okay. You need to leave.
I know, I need to leave. That's not what it's supposed to be.
Oh my gosh, Mitch, do you hear yourself?
Mitch wants to move you off his team.
What are you exactly, Mitch?
What are you exactly, Mitch? That's a great question. Great to see you here. I always love chit-chatting. We will talk to you again tomorrow. Don't forget to ask me questions or talk to me about the challenge. See you, bye.
Oh my gosh, Mitch, do you hear yourself?
That's a great piece of advice.
Bye! Bye, everybody!
Bye.
Bye.
I had a fun time. Now turn that off.